properly posted. It's a hybrid meeting taking place in Village Hall and via Zoom. We can move then to public appearances, public's opportunity to speak about any subject that is not a specific agenda item. I think, Charlie, you're here for, you have something you want to talk to us about today? Come on up.
So I'm Charlie Rogers. I live next to Fireman's. Love firemen. Sean will go into more detail on this, but the restrooms at Lions was severely vandalized. 2 toilets and a sink, completely destroyed. It happened between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Again, we didn't call the police. We heard the noise, but we didn't. The police knows by our first names already because we call in the park so often. So, you know, you can't call every time. Plus, they're busy. So what I'm here to suggest and encourage is that that restroom be locked at 6 p.m. I know the park's open till 10. I don't stare at the restroom, but I've never really seen it used after 6. Some of the bicycle people do use it during the day. So I would encourage the change. I know it's a electronic magnetic timer, I believe it is. So on the days that they have an event at Lions Pavilion, they would just have to have some person change the lock time. I know that's adding to their workload, but placing 2 toilets and a sink is added also. So I would encourage that. My other idea was to lock that up permanently and put a sign on it that says, go use the bratwurst stand bathrooms, which if they get destroyed, then we could get new fixtures finally.
Charlie, you're a neighbor to the Fireman's Park, the playground and stuff there. Do you ever see families playing there past 6, 7 o'clock at night?
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless there's an event. I mean, the Cub Scouts are there, but I think by 6 they're pretty much done. And that's, I think, once a month, maybe. I'm not really certain. The basketball court does get used a little bit later sometimes, but it's minimal, I would say. I mean, for me, it's just like, doesn't make sense to have it open late at night when there's nothing but trouble. We have enough trouble in the parking lot, so. But that's another. Okay, I have to go to work, so thank you for your time.
Thanks, Charlie. I really appreciate you coming to.
Work.
Yeah, I ref volleyball.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks so
Sean,
much.
Charlie.
Can I ask how late are the bathrooms open at the shelter at Bakken, by the pickleball courts?
10 o'clock. Yep, everything is open till 10 with maybe the exception of North Lawn. We have that at 9 because we had some problems with that a few years ago.
We're going to
So-
talk about ideas more in your director's report, or
Nope.
Otherwise we can put it on next agenda, or,
We can, yeah, I can bring it up in that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Yep.
we just got to be careful, but I do think that it definitely needs to be, I mean, we should consider another time. Is that what?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, any other members of the public for public appearances? All right, then we have item 4, discuss and consider the minutes of the Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Committee meeting on June 25th, 2026, and the minutes are attached. Any comments, edits, or consideration?
Motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and second to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carries. And then we have a lot of updates, so Sean's going to do a lot of talking today.
not a lot because there's a lot to talk about.
So item 5, Cottonwood tree update.
So I would like to table this one until the next meeting if possible. I'm still waiting to get some information from the DNR and a private contractor on, what I want to do is present you guys with all the options that I think that we have, and then you can decide what we want to do, and then we'll forward it on to village board. So I just wasn't, summer vacations for people, wasn't able to get that together. So with your permission, I'd like to table that till next time.
Sure, we don't have it as an action item, so that, we'll consider that our update, that more information's to
Okay, so I'll
come.
just, yep, that'll be on the next one.
Okay, great, thank you. Then item 6, Shady Grove Park update.
Shady Grove is, for all intents purposes, done. They came over the weekend and replaced the concrete that needed to be replaced. The gazebo is up as of yesterday. That is complete. Just a couple little things left that they have to do, tie in the electrical. We're still waiting for final, for Alliant to give us final completion on that, but they were back and spread some dirt over yesterday and today because we had some turf issues there. So it's coming along. Like I said, it's open and we shouldn't have any more disruptions in anything.
Great. I have some tweens that very much enjoyed the new playground equipment that I've heard some feedback from, so awesome. Any questions on the Shady Grove Park update? All right, then the Juniper Fields Parkland update.
You want to talk about that as far as what happened Monday at the board? I don't have
Sure.
anything else new to talk about other than, well, you
Yeah.
start and I'll jump in if needed.
So the plat was before the village board. So the first phase was approved, and the next phases that will include the park and then incorporate however we want the grading plan to be as we figure out the master plan for the park. Will kind of come in the next plat approval. But the village board did approve to go ahead and use Park Development Fund to get that master planning process started. So, no, I think it was no more than 30,000, which is what the kind of estimate was from Strand to start that. So that's going to be kind of kickoff next meeting. We kind of showed that concept map that we had from our last meeting, so. Board thought we should go ahead and get that started, and then the developer will continue to work with us to get the grading sort of situated, so we're not working against the grading when we get started on our improvements. And I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, well, Strand sent the paperwork, so we're just waiting for one more signature and then they'll get that rolling. So I would assume that we would we'd be talking about the master plan at the next meeting. So I would assume Blake will be here and we'll start that process. It's gonna be interesting to see how the grading comes out because there's a change in I think state regulations that don't require the builder to necessarily give us flat. So he can kind of give us whatever he wants. And then, so anything additional, any fee in lieu of is going to likely go towards grading, depending on what we ultimately want to do there. You know, if we want to kind of just let it be, then it'll be less grading wise. So we'll have more information once Blake and Strand start looking at everything and just see how it's all going to lay out.
In the developer agreement, did have that Strand has to cross-check what they're asking to reduce their fees by based on the work they're calculating. So then they aren't just like, well, we used up all 500,000 or whatever of the park improvement fees to grade. And Strand, so in the contract that Strand will cross-check that to make sure that we have a fair amount of work to fee adjustment.
Yeah, and we should get a good deal on the grading because they're gonna be there grading anyways. So it's not like another company has to come in, mobilize, bring all their equipment in that's already gonna be there. So hopefully we'll get a good break on the grading.
So yeah, we'll kick that off next month. Do you envision reaching out to any other, because it is kind of next to Quarry Ridge, if any of those residents participate, or we didn't really talk about communications. I don't know if you want committee to weigh in, or if you had thoughts on.
I think that's a good one to talk about when Blake's here. Just, we can, I don't know at what point we want the community involved. You know, if it's like a first meeting or, meeting number 2 or whatever, but we can certainly, I can get all those addresses and just send people invitations to come and if they want to chime in.
Thoughts on that, or? Okay. All right, that'd be great. Then, any other questions on Juniper Fields Parkland? Then we'll move to item 8, Director's Report.
Cruising right along. Summer camp, halfway done. It's going really well. We did have to cancel our zoo trip last week due to the heat and the smoke. I think that's going to get rescheduled. Our Start Smart Sampler program, which I mentioned last time, that's done this week, but we're doing flag football. And we had 34 new kiddos in that, so that we were really happy with that turnout. It's just something we added so that kids could try different things if they wanted before they jumped into the normal program where they get everything thrown at them at once. We had all the equipment, so we didn't have to purchase anything, and plus the kiddos got to be on the Miracle Field too for one day, so that was cool. Fall winter guide. It just sucks to even say that, but that will go live on August 19th, so we're working hard on that one right now. Community night out is also August 19th, so if you're around, please come down. There'll be music, food trucks, I don't know how many food trucks we're having. How many food trucks we're having for that, Inga?
For Rocket?
Community night out.
I thought we weren't having any food trucks.
Okay, maybe we're not. We've had food trucks in the past.
Just a couple, but I've heard a couple different things.
Okay. Regardless, vendor booths, and then there'll be a movie at the end of the night. Mario Brothers, I'm told, is the family movie that we're doing. Starting our second session of tennis lessons now. We have more participants in this session. We're kind of thinking that maybe that has to do with summer school being out, so that's nice. Our Yell program, summer camps are going really well, 35 kids in that, and we shifted and we're offering more of those after summer camp too. So last year we were kind of competing with them, and we're going to lose that battle. So we're offering more in this time of the year to hopefully catch some of those kiddos. We had 90 kids in our youth rugby program from CG and then surrounding communities, so that continues to run really well. Guys, park staff has been working on doing some aerating and overseeding on the Bakken soccer field, so we pulled the goals off of those, and we've been letting the grass grow a little bit longer just to try and get that thicken up before it gets abused again here shortly. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the parking lot of Bakken is completely done now, so all the signage, everything's up there, looks really good, and I think it's working well. Talked a little bit before, but the snake rock has been installed at Community Park. So if you paint a rock, please bring it down there and start making the snake bigger. Jay? As we talked about a little bit earlier, Charlie mentioned we did have some vandalism at Lion Shelter. As he mentioned, toilets, sinks, and a urinal were damaged. Yeah, we could close that one earlier. I mean, in the grand scheme of everything that goes on in the world, we're very fortunate in what happens to, as far as vandalism in the village. We don't have much. The only other thing that's happened this year is community, but that was just like toilet paper. I mean, it's not horrible. So we could certainly do that. It's not quite as easy as it's a tough program. None of this means we can't do it, but it's just not as easy as going down there and flipping a switch and changing the program. But there isn't a lot that happens down there, and certainly for Fireman's Fest or whatever, anything that's bigger going on there, we can adjust that stuff. So if you guys feel like we don't have to go to the board on something like that, do we?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do we even need committee, or is that just an operational thing that you can change?
I think it's just an operational, just that you guys know that. You thinking 6 p.m. to shut that down?
Yeah, I think it's just a Sean thing, but I think 7 p.m., get it closer to dusk, so that way the Boy Scouts go a little late. All the problems happen when it gets dark, so that's usually 8 or after. I think that shelter is different than like the pickleball shelter. That one can stay open till 10 because there's a camera system down there and there's lights and there's people. Where the lion shelter, I don't think there's a camera system down there.
There's not.
So it's dark and kids are starting problems.
Yeah, I would agree to 7 o'clock too, because I'm just thinking, I know it's not often, but I do see parents with their kids down there, and that's usually after dinner time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I'm down there, right until 7, and there are people there, whether it's the scouts or people just walking by, so 7 seems like a great cutoff time.
Okay.
Maybe rethink it when the time changes.
Have we had
Or it
any
gets dark, I don't know.
other issues there? This is
No.
the first time in, to memory?
To memory, yes, yeah.
Well, during festival, there was that toilet issue.
Oh, yeah. When was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
At least, yeah. So it's rare. Again, we're very fortunate that we don't have, we don't have much for vandalism
What did they
in the
do?
village. I'm sorry?
Did they, like, take a sledgehammer to it, or how did they ruin the?
I don't know how but they were smashed.
Yeah, someone damaged it, whatnot, but I think during festival now, we lock that one up. We don't let it stay open. We have porta potties down there that they can use, and the porta potties that we use now have lights in them and they smell nice. So, yeah, there's not an issue now.
Probably charge your phone in there too. They're all Wi-Fi enabled.
All right, so
I'm
that
not done.
sounds, that's it, that covers it all?
No, I got
Oh,
one
you
more.
got a couple more, okay.
No, just one more. August 27th, so we need to talk about our next meeting. August 27th is Rockin' It Bockin'. Nerdvana, 90s cover band will be there. So that one, I know we've got 6 food trucks confirmed coming. The Lions Club was approved on Monday to sell beer. Malted liquor, I shouldn't say beer, malted liquor products. And we had permission to also just allow alcohol into the park. So we're good with that. So if we want to talk about when next month to meet, my thought would be if the 20th, if you guys were good with that, so a week before.
Yeah, community night out is on the 19th, right?
Correct.
Is everybody available the 20th?
I am still waiting to hear about move-ins for college, so I may or may not be available. Oh, that's true, yeah.
Kevin, are you good?
Yeah,
All right, so we should have a quorum even if Amy can't join us, right? I mean, everybody else is good?
It's my
Still
husband's
do-
work outing at the Brewers, but
Oh, uh-oh.
it's probably an afternoon game.
You'll be at the Brewer Field.
Right. Let's see, August 20, yeah, 1:10 game, I should be back by 5, or we can just make sure I'm back by 5.
Okay. We don't want your husband mad at us.
No, we'll be fine.
Can do a different night.
Yeah, I don't want to have to.
Yeah, it seems like that's. Yeah,
If-
because 1:10 game, it's gonna be a 3-hour game, and then you're
All right, I guess
an hour and a half on the way back.
if there's another night that works for people, then is there another? I have fire commission on the Monday that week, but Tuesday or Wednesday, are those available?
I think we need to find out what's in this room too, what other meetings we have that.
Mhm.
Inga, do you have that?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything on there.
Which date?
I think we're looking at the 26th.
It's fine for me.
Oh, there might be something on the 18th.
I thought the 26th is fine.
Yeah, the 26th. Is that okay for you, Sean?
Yeah, that works.
26,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Thanks for the flexibility. I think it's good we get that master planning process started.
Yep,
Okay.
now I'm
D-
done.
Other questions for Sean? And so we have our future agenda items. So we'll have the juniper fields, we'll have cottonwood trees. What else you got for us?
That's it?
Maybe Outlot 5?
I'm hoping
Oh,
to
yeah.
have that, come hell or high water, I'm gonna try and get that. Just waiting on one more item, so.
All right, awesome. Anybody else have anything for next agenda?
On the following one, that'll be
Budget.
budget.
Okay.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
All right, if there's nothing else then, one final item, 10.
Motion to adjourn.
A second.
And that's non-debatable. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thanks for the quick meeting,
Thanks,
folks.
everybody. Yeah.